Okay, hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So unfortunately we couldn't stream today, but at least I can do the video for the Path of Glory. Now I've changed my Path of Glory setup. We will be removing the darkness, and the Titan has been changed to a destroyer, so as to help with the range and damage. Then we have support. We have the Shy here, which is great at PvE. So range wise, we have two range characters in the form of the Witch and the Huntress. The Destroyer is a semi-range, while this Shy is also a semi-range. She has two range skills, if I'm not wrong. And by range skills, I mean those type where when you start the arena, right, she can immediately hit you from across the spot in arena. Yes, she has that bomb skill that can do that. So main, of course, is my Lan. And let's try out 30 tickets at once. See if you're lucky. Okay, arrangement wise, I want my Huntress here. Let's try having Shy here. We'll leave the Witch in the middle. Okay, I think this is fine. So for Path of Glory, right? Basically the setup is you should have 3 melee and 3 range. If you can't afford 3 range, then do 1 semi-range. So like what I have here, this is considered semi-range. This is also considered semi-range. Range, melee. Yeah. And I like to spread my range across the formation. But just one thing to note, right? When you guys first get Path of Glory, the better formation is actually to put your first row here as well, if you don't have this statue. Because this statue is actually quite new. So for you guys, when you get Path of Glory, I'm not sure whether they will implement this statue. If they do implement this statue, then it may be good to do have a formation here. And the other thing you can try is to have a Tetris block shape, a T shape, where you have the first column here enjoying the benefits of the statue, and then you have 3 here. You can do it that way as well. I used to do this formation for quite a bit of time. It's only recently that I then changed to 2 columns, the last 2 columns. And then, because of the new statue, I moved my first column here. And these 3 are here to help make sure that the door is safe. But you can also do this formation. Okay. So PoG guide, this is the gist of it. For you guys, right, because I don't know when you guys will be getting PoG, Path of Glory. It could be quite a bit of time, or they could again give you guys a stripped down early access version. So it will be hard for me to talk about the classes that you guys have now to make the selection. But for sure, the Destroyer, Huntress are good choices. Dark Knight, you can use the Darkness, the Awakening version, that is still good also. So that's why I say choices for Path of Glory for you guys, right? I can only do a very detailed one, exact one, tailored to the classes that you guys have when Path of Glory is out. But for now, I'll just do a brief introduction of Path of Glory itself and what are the types of formation you can do. Okay, so this is it for the formation. I'm going to start to the round now, and I'll briefly run through how Path of Glory works. Basically, it's very straightforward. I think I took too long for the formation. Basically, it's very straightforward. It's like a tower defense. There's 10 waves in total. So as you progress along the difficulty, the first boss of the previous difficulty will be gone, and they will add on a new boss. So take for example, right? I think if it's been a long time since I did the very first level difficulty. But if I'm not wrong, the first level difficulty, the first boss should be Red Nose. The second should be GF. It basically follows the boss rush order. If you look at the boss rush order from left to right, so it actually follows that. So for us, we have already gotten this guy here because this is like difficulty 15. I don't remember his English name for this boss, but he's the last HP boss in the boss rush series, in the sequence. The next boss after this is that bandit boss, where he starts giving you CP for his knowledge. So when you have the statue, right, my personal feel is that the statue is very important. You should use the statue. First level grants you a damage aura, basically. The mobs and bosses will take damage within this aura. So that's why I place my characters here, so that I will engage the boss in combat here. Of course, there are cases where the boss just dashes straight through. There's nothing you can do about that. That's how the AI is like. Especially Uraka. When you guys have a Path of Glory, right, Uraka is going to be the one that's going to dash all the way to the door. Okay, Uraka will dash all the way to the door. That's why you must have someone at the door to stand by. Now, the formation that I have now is actually weaker in the first two waves, or rather the first few waves, before I get the statue truly pumped up. But if you guys want to forsake the statue, you can do the formation that I mentioned, where you have 3 here and 3, the last 2 columns filled, and instead of using the statue, you can use the other abilities here. Okay, let me just talk about here because I don't really need to look at the screen now. So the first one is very straightforward. It uses 3 of the whip's energy or spirit energy here. It gives everyone plus 300 AP that lasts for 15 seconds. So it's pretty decent when you have excess energy to spare. This is a 80% movement slow, but take note that this only applies on normal mobs. It doesn't apply on boss at all. Okay, doesn't apply on boss at all. So that is where this is not too useful. But there are certain waves where the mobs are really fast, and if your CP is not high enough, this slow, right, will play a part. Basically, it's an AoE slow, like a circular area where there's a 80% movement speed reduction. This personally, I like it. This does bonus damage to the boss itself. You call down cannons that does 3 hits. Each hit deals will shave off 4x of the boss HP, 4 bars of the 20 bars. So if you can connect all 3 hits, that's 12 bars gone. Okay, this is very straightforward. Heal everyone by 30%. This is the statue that I talked about, where the first stage is the aura damage, the damage aura. The second stage is a aura where it heals 5% of your health periodically, whoever is standing inside there. And level 3 of the statue basically doubles both of the level 1 and 2 effects. Okay, now that I have enough energy, I'm going to upgrade the statue again. And once you reach a certain level of difficulty where you have this Drake coming out, right? The Drake itself will cast fire on certain spots. Those are the spots you will need to move your character away from. Just that in this case, he did not cast it on any of where my characters are standing, so I don't need to move them. Yeah. Okay, so going back to the list, right? Now the final skill, right, is the elephant. You can imagine it's like the siege wall or node walls. The elephant. You call the elephant, he will come out from the door, your door here, and basically whoever he goes past will die when he rampages through all the way to the end. So basically it's like a for sure kill, guaranteed kill on that particular wave itself. For you guys, for PoG, the early stage of Path of Glory is a definite guaranteed kill. For us, he's only a the only wave that he's not a guaranteed kill is against that dragon boss, where he is the one and only enemy in the wave. I believe it's wave 9 for us now. He used to be the 10th wave, but with this new difficulty, he's wave 9. So when wave 9 that boss, right, basically he takes half damage from cannons and elephant. Half the usual damage. You guys don't recognize this boss because he's part of the Valencia story, but this guy is the wave where I say the mobs are really fast. It's just that my CP is high enough so you guys don't see a huge difference. When you are doing a how should I put it? When you first get Path of Glory and let's say your CP is not as high, right? What will happen is that you will see a lot of those mobs dashing past your main formation and coming to hit your door. So that is very important where you have the last 2 columns filled with your characters. having a tight knit formation like that, right, will also help with the vendor, with the, sorry, literally called the name of my witch. So will help with the witch, the healing effect of the witch, the one where it's a level 70 buff. This boss is not in the story. This boss is just a giant bomb. Once he reaches the door, it's instant game over. So you just need to make sure you kill him before he reaches the door. It's not like, even if your door is full HP, it's instant game over. This is the dragon boss I was talking about, where the damage for cannons etc. are all halved. Okay, I can use this since I have excess energy. I've already gotten my statue to level 3. And my CP is higher now since I just buffed it recently for the sake of Zodiac. And also a bit for the PoG itself. Okay, we are getting fire here on my Huntress, but because we have a 10% heal aura, I think it's fine. A more important thing is for us to hit the boss here. Oh, shucks, he just ran away. My cannon missed. 12 HP. I will move my Lan over here. Oh, the Lan got distracted by mobs, even though I placed her right in front of the boss. But it's fine. We will definitely win this because my CP right now is quite high for the difficulty. Okay, this is not bad, 2.5. At this stage in time, I want a higher multiplier rather than a pink medal because I already have a pink medal. A higher multiplier also means a lot more of the gold statue for silver, as well as the black spirit chest that you see just now. That will help in pumping up the black spirit level. Okay, let's go again. So typically, right, my recommendation is always keep your, let me just double check the information. Okay, my recommendation is that if you are at the stage, if your Path of Glory has the lava boss, right, the one that spews a lot of lava, I forgot its name in English. Basically, that boss, right, is a very good option for using elephant because his mobs are super tanky. They will last all the way to your door, and it will take you very long to kill them when they are at your door, provided you are at the right difficulty, of course. And the boss itself is very irritating because instead of walking directly to where your players are, at this stage here, when he takes one step, he will spill lava, and then he takes another step and he spills lava. So you can imagine how long it takes for him to finally get to your players, and he will be spilling lava on your players before your players can even attack him. So that's really, really irritating and really, really time wasting. So that's why I always try to save my elephant for him. It's just that for now I don't need to because the aura from this statue helps take care of his mobs, and my 3 main players here are strong enough to take care of that lava boss anyway. So look at the auto usage of the destroyers, that high mobility skill. It makes one whole round and then hits the mob from here. There you go, and there it goes again. There's a spirit here. What does this spirit give? Okay, it's an attack buff spirit. That's why you see the graphics here. Now this is the lava boss I was talking about. Because my CP is high and there's a damage aura, so that's why the mobs are basically melting. But most of the time, right, they are really, really tough. The difficulty level right now versus my CP is much higher. I mean like 132k, while the required CP is 97k, so that's why. This is what I'm talking about. The lava boss likes to spew lava from like a distance, and then he slowly takes another step. If not for the fact that I'm pumping my statue, without statue, right, my usual how should I do it? My usual style would be to save my elephant all the way until this stage, and then I will be using the elephant. With statue, then for me, since my CP is high enough, I make good use of the statue and I save my energy throughout for the statue. For players who may have difficulty on this level, right, when you have 12, basically you get 6 energy every time you finish one wave. So if you have 12 energy, you can definitely use this. This only costs 3 energy and you'll still be able to upgrade your tower after that, or your statue after that. It's just that this also means that your final statue level gets delayed by one wave, because the excess 3 energy will go into the third upgrade for the statue. But it's fine because sometimes it's more important to clear the waves before you even think about the future, right? For me, I don't have this issue as of now. I'm hoping they come up with more difficulties of Path of Glory. I can tell you guys in the past, right, when they first introduced, I can't remember whether it was a 12th or 13th difficulty. It was so hard that without the boss pet, you will never be able to clear Path of Glory. You will be, even with high CP, like for example for me right now I'm using the boss pets. Wow, all 3 are being burned. Let me see, is it too painful? The 5% heal should be able to heal it back. This is, okay, this is the priest boss. He should be the last boss of Medea if I didn't remember wrongly. Yeah, this guy is the last boss of Medea in the story. Hey guys, stop hitting the mobs and hit the boss. You silly players, silly AI. Ooh, crap. What happened to my main character? I got burned so badly and hit by mobs so badly. So the thing about the mobs, right, you can't underestimate them. There are some of the mobs that are tankier, and instead of going for the door, right, if you attack them, right, they will suddenly swarm and attack your character instead. So that is what happened to my main character, my Lan. And take note that once your main character dies, you will feel the Path of Glory immediately. For the rest of your characters, right, it's actually fine, because even if they die, they don't cause a failure to the Path of Glory itself. I mean, they die and they affect your rest of your wave since there's one less player, but other than that, it's fine. It doesn't end the Path of Glory immediately. So the reason why I move my Lan back, right, is because I don't want her to engage and take any more damage. I only move her in front once the wave has passed this point, so that she can take advantage of the 10% heal aura, since this is now at level 3. So there you go, she's healed back to full, without me having to use the 5 energy that heals 30%. Yeah, this boss will not last. Okay, so I was saying just now that when they released the 12th or 13th difficulty, it got so difficult that there was a huge jump in the difficulty, such that without boss pet you will not be able to clear Path of Glory. So that's why when I did the tier 5 and tier 6 pack guide, right, which you can find here in the top right corner, the tier 5 and tier 6 pack guide is the one where I say that you must get a set of boss pet and also PvP pet, as well as an AP pet. So those are the 3 that you want. Okay, CP pet will do. I mean DP, if no AP, DP will do will suffice for it for the time being, I guess. Okay, this dragon is here. Okay, good. Because the dragon usually doesn't walk into this range. Sometimes he spills fire at only one character, and you'll be having one character soloing the dragon basically. But for you guys, when you first get Path of Glory, you won't be getting this dragon. Most likely you will not be getting this dragon. Where are they burning? My witch will... The witch does have to move. Okay, this guy really likes to move a lot. Okay, but I got him with the cannon. Although not all the shots, but it's fine. 9 orange. Oh my god, 1.5. That is terrible. So you see the difference. Just now I had 2.5, right? It was 1440 rate chest. Now it's 870. That's how terrible it is. Not to mention the number of medals as well, the materials for pumping up the medal. So 1.5 and 2.5 basically brings our average to 2. So that's still acceptable. If my third round gives me a 1.5, then that's really painful, because it would then drop to a average rate of 1.75. Just in case. So my previous viewer, right, you guys will have seen that there was even a period where I used my Reaper as the main, even with the LAN in the PoG, because that Reaper was really lucky. She helped me to get the pink medal in 2 seasons so far. Each season of Path of Glory is 3 months long. Okay, so 3 months long for the Path of Glory, and the medals that you can get will be refreshed. But you still can transfer whatever enhancement that you did on the current season of medal to the new season. Okay, take note of that, guys. And likely when you guys first get it, you wouldn't be getting like what we have now, orange, red, and pink medal. You should be getting what we had previously, purple, yellow, and orange medal. That should be what you guys will be getting when you first get Path of Glory. Or they can just give you just a orange medal. So for us, though, all 3 of these options have happened before. In the past, it was purple, yellow, orange, and then somewhere in the middle of the season, it became just the orange medal. I believe season 3 was just orange medal. Season 4 and 5, which we are at 5 now. Season 4 and 5 was a orange medal, red medal, and pink medal for us. Oh, and the other thing to take note is that the HP of your door here in the Path of Glory, it is directly the family CP you'll see in the inventory screen. Yes, guys, this is your family CP. So the higher family CP, the healthier your bar, so to speak. The longer it can last, the longer your door can last. But you'll notice that all of the bosses, right, when they hit the door, right, it's still quite significant damage. No matter what, you'll see some movement. But like I said, I have really high CP right now, so the family CP is very high too, so that's why it's quite alright. I know that some of the folks here, like even with CP almost like mine, right, maybe something at 25k, their family CP may be something like only 100 plus k, slightly over 100k. So this is like almost 20% more, so you can imagine it lasts longer as well. But the good thing is that most of the time I don't really suffer damage to the door, other than the previous difficulty and before we had all of the new content that was boosting our CP. For example, Pink Relic. Pink Relic really brought a huge boost to the CP. Oh, Storm of Balance. Storm of Balance CP was also the other thing that caused the Path of Glory to be so difficult, because the Storm of Balance CP is applied to each character. So naturally, right, they made the Path of Glory difficult so that how should I put it? It will last the 3 months. Especially the previous season, because that was the first time they introduced Pink Medal. That was the initial stage when we first got the difficulty was really quite tough. I remember if I don't pay attention, right, I can actually die. I can actually lose the Path of Glory. But there's no actual impact, because when you die, right, you just restart. The Path of Glory entrance is only consumed when you complete the Path of Glory. So when you die, right, when you say for example you didn't manage to clear the 10th wave, you clear only the 8th wave, the system will prompt you whether you want to take the 8th wave rewards or whether you want to restart. And you obviously should restart. There's no point in taking the 8th reward unless usually you clear at maybe the 5th and now you finally got 8th. Then yes, in that kind of scenario, maybe it's worth considering doing that. Okay, so this is my last wave for the 30 tickets of additional Path of Glory entrance. Let's hope we get something good. 3x, please. Fingers crossed. Let's look at the shine. She's really mobile, yeah. And very cute also when she runs. Because of all her short legs and her short arms. Okay, now let's look at her skills itself. You'll see that she's actually really good in terms of AoE and speed. That's why she's very good in farming. And that is why I replace her. I will replace the Dark Knight with her, because she will make a bigger impact in clearing the mobs here. Okay, let's turn off the view, because I always find it very irritating to focus on one character, because it really follows the movement in the camera. If I follow Destroyer, right, I think it will be worse, because Destroyer will jump around a lot. I mean, that's partly the reason why Destroyer is good at GVG, because of his mobility, the short movements, as well as the super armor with long casting animation. Okay, so I know this guide is a little long for a Path of Glory guide, but it's also because I'm doing three rounds, and as I do, right, I can remember stuff on what I should talk to you guys about. Here, for example, the door being based on your family CP, the waves having the Drake burning with the burning spots, as what each of these energy does, these options, what each of them do. Here you see the wave as well as the current reward that you have, because I have not cleared 8th wave, I'm at the 8th wave itself, so that's why the chest, now it has been updated to the 8th chest. So again, this is the dragon boss. You guys won't be getting him so soon, don't worry about that. And you can still chat while doing Path of Glory. In the past, they didn't even give us this chat option, so that was quite bad. It's just that I'm doing video now, so that's why I'm not using my guild chat. And you can also skip the video and the camera movement here by doing this. I'm not skipping just for the viewing option. Okay, as you can see, all three hit the boss, that's why his HP dropped so much. Okay, come on, give me something good. Oh my god, it's orange again. Okay, 3x, 3x. 2.5 is not too bad. At least it brings our average up by a lot. So you see, it was 4,500 versus 7,500. It's a huge difference. As well as the chest. Unfortunately, we only got orange, but just the whole reason to get better medals is just to get more of the materials for pumping up your Path of Glory Insignia. I don't know whether eventually we'll call it medal or Insignia, but Insignia sounds like a better name. Okay, sorry, it's not using your Black Spirit. There's a separate Insignia section here. And every time there's a new season, right, they will also brief you like each of the season, when the start month, and when it lasts until. So for us, we are in the late May right now. In fact, this season is already two-thirds done, because it's almost 2 months done. There's only 1 month remaining. In July's first week, we will get it. So if you ask me when you guys might get Path of Glory, I think for simplicity's sake, the developers may want to keep it at this kind of timeline, so that all the servers are aligned across this. Because for Path of Glory, for us, right, we get it at the same time as Korea. Because they make it such that it's very easy to remember. It's the first month. Basically, it's the first week of the first quarter. That's the easiest way I can do it. I can explain. First week of the first quarter. If you notice this month here, right, first January, April, July, October, these are all the first month of the quarter. So basically, it's the first week of the quarter. So it's telling you that when you use your previous season to transfer to your current season, there is a slight loss here, as mentioned. Season 4 can only be transferred to Season 5. So this means that if you have a Season 3, right, it doesn't get used anymore. And here you can't use the next season. You can't use the card. Okay, let's say now I'm at season 5, right? Season 5, yeah. You can't use season 5 materials, the yellow one, the one that was talking about 7,500, 4,500. You can't use that to enhance your previous season insignia. You must always move forward to the current one. Okay, I just did a Google Translate. So basically, right, the best way to call this is actually batch. Yeah, the literal translation is batch. The Path of Glory batch. Okay, I guess at least that's easier, right? It's like one syllable versus almost like one syllable versus 3 syllables in senior. Okay, so this batch itself, it's very straightforward. Within the same season, right, from orange to red to pink, you will not lose any experience. But because the number of experience required to pump up each level is different, so no matter what, you will see a drop. So take for example, previous season when I transferred my red to pink, a plus 30 red to a pink, it became plus 26 point something. It became level plus 26 point something. So there's a slight drop in the enhancement level, but in terms of the CP, there's still a huge boost when you go from red to pink, even though the enhancement level drops. Okay, so this is the gist of it for the season details. Just to share with you guys, right? For the first, I think in season 4 itself, we were still able to use season 1, 2, 3 materials to pump up our season 4. Of course, the amount of experience is very little, especially the season 1 materials, but it's just a good way to use up all the excess materials. But for you guys, right, I believe that when Global does release PoG, likely the first week of July, if they want to align with the schedule across all the servers, just that the season is different. Ours is the same season as Korea server, season 5. You guys might get it in July first week, season 1. But at least the schedule is the same. Yeah, first week of the quarter, which I think is a very nice date to remember. The first maintenance of the quarter. Yeah, we should say this way, the first maintenance of the quarter. Calendar quarter. So I think it's very likely that, in fact, I think it's very likely that you guys will get it in first week of July for Path of Glory. And I believe that you guys will be having a very straightforward one where you follow the rules that we have here, which means that your season 1 will likely be used for season 2. You can use it to enhance the season 2, but I don't think you can use it to enhance season 3. So make sure that when you move across seasons, right, you pump up the level accordingly. So this is going to be my very first Path of Glory guide. When you guys actually get Path of Glory, I will do a separate part 2 guide to talk about the actual classes based on what you guys have, the classes that you guys have. But for now, this is how you should plan for your Path of Glory. Plan for the 3 melee and 3 range, or at least a semi range with 2 range. Okay, just for reference again, I'm going to go inside here and let you guys see my formation. Lion Awakening, my main. Witch, Huntress, these two are definitely required for Path of Glory. Witch for the range and heal. Huntress is like super obvious, right? Why the reason why range. Then you should have one melee, one semi range, like either Darkness or either Void Knight Awakening or the Giant Awakening. And then 2 other characters that are good at melee. Take note, melee, yeah? So you see here, I have my melee Queen Tamer, as well as a very strong melee character Tamer here. Sorry, not Tamer, Shy here. Okay, so I think that rounds up my guide. The only thing left to do now is to open the medals. Sorry, I should call the badges, right? Yeah, the orange badges, and feed them all to Black Spirit to get more of the materials for pumping up the badge level. I have orange turned off by default because I don't want to mistakenly feed my orange accessories to Black Spirit. So that's why we have to do this manually. Okay, so before that, right, let me just change my pet to the AP pet because this is the one with my highest Black Spirit XP, the Dark Energy SP bonus. Because I'm going to feed myself the Black Spirit chest 3750 here. Would have been nicer if it was 4,000 plus, i.e. if that 1.5 was like 2x or 2.5x. But I guess this is still a very good result because the average is still more than 2. Okay, so 3 of these. What else was from the Path of Glory? Okay, the Grand Bloodstones, a huge amount of it is also from Path of Glory. The rest are not. But there is another thing that's from Path of Glory, which is the Golden Statues. Okay, so this is a result from 90 tickets, guys. We just level our Black Spirit by 1 level. Not a full 100%, but yeah, very, very close. That was 319.10%. Number of Bloodstones here is very nice too. Obviously, when you guys get Path of Glory, it won't be this much, but you'll still be quite a significant amount for the stage of the game that you're at. So Gold Statues, as you can see, I have 28742 of it. After all, I just spent 90 Path of Glory tickets. And Path of Glory tickets, most of the time it's pay to win. It's from the per shot packages. Sometimes you will get it from the events, but not much in terms of the number. So for me, right, you guys will see that if you follow how I do my per shot review, you guys will notice that I am very prudent. I only buy things that I think of high value. So Path of Glory, right, is something that I'll always buy, especially if it's a guaranteed item within the per shot package. So if you look here, where is it? They changed it recently because of the Zodiac. Huh, they removed it actually. Oh, I think it's because I bought everything that could be bought. No, there was one package I didn't buy actually, because I felt that it was not worth it at all because it was an RNG. That is actually the package that I wanted to show. Okay, fine. Let's just go to the here. It should be under this section. Oh, it's not. So you see here, two of these packages that I've already bought are the guaranteed Path of Glory tickets. These are the ones that I buy. If you look at my stream yesterday, I also spent white pearls to buy 4 Path of Glory tickets every day. And it's not cheap, it's 1,400 white pearls for 4 PoG tickets. The main reason is not just about pumping your badge, it's also one of the best source in terms of getting the Black Spirit energy to pump out your Black Spirit level. In fact, I regret not buying all the Path of Glory ticket packages previously in the, I think it was season 3, yeah. In season 3, I didn't buy. The moment I hit my orange medal to plus 30, I stopped buying. And I actually lost out a lot on the Black Spirit level. Okay, so I can't emphasize again how important the Black Spirit level is in terms of the endgame CP. And I even did a video on that previously, so you can check out that video in the top right corner where I talk about why the Black Spirit level is important. Okay, so now we have finished the most of what we have, the rewards that we have gotten from Path of Glory. Now it's just about pumping up the Path of Glory badge. Just bear in mind that the ping requires a tremendous amount of resources. Okay, tremendous. 22k is not even going to let me hit 100%. I can assure you guys that. See, we just went from 10.5 to 58.6 using 22k. 90 Path of Glory tickets, guys. So in order to get 100% for this ping badge, right, to get from 28 to 29, I will likely need to spend 180 tickets. That means 180 of the Path of Glory runs. Yeah, and you only get 1 run per day. Okay, you only get 1 run per day. This is what you see here. Recently they changed it such that you can accumulate the daily up to 7. That means you can accumulate it to clearing it once a week. In the past we had to clear every day, one time. So this is good. At least now you need to clear 1 week once. Then other than that, there is an additional ticket entrance. So I believe that when you guys get Path of Glory, you will also be getting a system like this where you can do it 1 week once. But just make sure you do that, otherwise, you know, you waste your entrance. Okay, so that is it for the Path of Glory guide. Unfortunately, we are still not at 100%. I suppose we will have to wait, do another round of 90 to get to here. Less than 90 actually. Oh no, 90, because you don't know whether you will still get like what we have here, 2.5, 2 times of 2.5 and 1.5. If I get a very bad rate, right, I will get even lesser of this material. Okay. And for reference, the orange material, it doesn't give much, right? Just now you saw me feeding 19 and I only got 2000 plus. So orange batch only gives you 100 plus materials. Red will give you 800 plus, 889 if I'm not wrong, and pink will give you 2000 plus. At least for us now, but for you guys, I think you will not be getting that. So yeah, this is just FYI. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. I hope this Path of Glory guide is helpful to you guys. And if you like the guide so far, remember to like the video, like the channel, and click subscribe here for more. Alright, thanks everyone. Bye.